Dog. Oh.
Beep.
Beep, 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 beep.
Hello.
Internet. I'm red. Oh, Roxanne left. God damn
Oh
it.
shit. We'll get him back.
We don't need him.
We'll get him back.
We don't need him.
If we're lucky, we'll get 2 Rockdans again.
So, my PC died, and then I got a new one, and now we're doing C-Show. Again. Yeah.
It's Survivor Series.
Survivor Series, where... I'll give you the very short backstory. Seth Rollins' leg exploded, and they needed a new champion.
Just in time for TLC, we review Survivor Series.
Just in time for TLC.
And other things that other people who got injured.
We are a little late to this party, but we felt like we hadn't done a C show in a while, so I kind of
we needed to get your ass in here.
There's a party in my mouth, and I'm late.
But yeah, let's welcome Octane to the party. He's been missing a few shows.
Also,
I missed one show. I missed that show.
Okay. What was I just thinking? Oh yeah, also on the injured or not available list, Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Randy Orton,
Brock Lesnar's
Cesaro.
not injured. He just doesn't give a shit.
Who's not injured?
Brock Lesnar's not injured. He just doesn't care.
That's why I put him on the unavailable list, which also had.
no,
Cena.
they're just not using his contracted dates for this period.
Undertaker's
Sting.
pretty much not there.
Sting isn't on the injured list.
Yeah.
They weren't going to use him anyways, but yeah.
Tyson Kidd. Orton got severely fucked up. They're still not clearing Daniel Bryan. But
To the point where Daniel Bryan might end up quitting because of it.
Oh yeah, there are rumors about that, or well, there's news about that. But now they have a pretty goddamn anemic main event set up. Let's see how they do with Survivor Series 2015.
Seeing that burning train wreck, I'm thinking probably not a good way.
They did not have enough people to have a pre-show, so we start with the Survivor Series match that was not advertised.
Oh yeah.
No, they advertised it. They advertised that there was a Survivor Series match in Survivor Series.
No, are we talking
Yeah,
about
the problem was the fact that they before a week at least within they had plenty of time to at least figure out, okay, here's going to be who's in the Survivor Series match and have it announced to some degree. But they didn't do that. They just threw it together, and it's like they just announced that there would be a Survivor Series match. They just didn't announce who would be in it.
So are we talking about the kickoff show Survivor Series match?
Yeah.
No, both of them.
Well, no. We're starting off with the pre-show one because there's another Survivor Series match down the card. That's the one we're discussing right now.
Speaking of thrown together, an old rivalry returns for this match with no fanfare, nothing.
Yep.
They renew the Stardust Goldust feud on the pre-show of the pay-per-view.
It wasn't the pre-show.
I'm pretty sure it was the kickoff show.
No. This was the pre-show Survivor Series match.
That's so stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the pre-show one.
Well, the reason why Goldust came back is he unfucked his shoulder.
They renewed the Goldust Stardust feud for this match and immediately killed it off.
Oh yeah. Okay, so this match had the team of The Miz, Bo Dallas, Stardust, and The Ascension. Ascension versus Neville, the Dudley Boys, Titus O'Neil, who's here for some reason. And Goldust. I like how you were just about to say he's here for some reason, too.
Where's my gay friend?
He found another gay friend, Goldust.
What to say about this match? It was
fun, actually.
It was alright.
I think Goldust is more pansexual than anything, but yeah.
Yeah, but
Goldust is just Goldust sexual.
Goal sexual.
We all remember that time he tried to have a threesome with Booker T and Charmel.
Yep.
But-
Good times.
So one of the Stardust obviously is one of the highlights of this match, as is Miz, and pretty much they relegated all the highly amusing heels that are not the New Day to this match. Including Stardust, who repeatedly asks the fans if they want tables, and then just says no.
You're playing pole position.
Pole position. Anytime Stardust denies people something, he just makes them play pole position.
That game's not even that great.
Not surprisingly, guess who was the first to get eliminated?
The
Poor
Ascension.
Victor.
The Ascension, both of them.
We suck.
Welcome.
I felt bad for
Hey.
Victor.
Hey, Ascension, welcome to the wasteland of your careers.
Victor got eliminated like a minute into the match
Sad
Goldust,
Mega.
via Goldust Power Slam.
Sad Mega Fighter is sad. Somebody give me like a plush of Victor to like hold.
Mega Fighter, I have no arts and crafts skills. I'm not going to help you with that shit.
No, I'd like to imagine. I like to imagine just the Ascension saying, "Please hold us."
Two Ascension plushies. Why do we not have those?
We are terribly depressed.
I just want WWE plushies to be a thing. I would buy those.
They kind of had those with the
The Power
with the,
Slam.
the
Yeah,
dolls that you would punch
but
and
I want
you would make
plushies
bones
of
from.
every wrestler, not just like the guys they want to push.
So I don't know why the Dudleys are relegated to the pre-show either.
Good
Man.
one. Well,
One of the few tag teams that can get a big pop.
yeah.
I need to get the crowd going.
They've I don't know. They're doing this thing now where they're bringing the Dudleys along with other old ECW stars. I don't get.
I
Are they
remember.
trying to revisit WWE ECW here? I don't. What is going on?
Well,
I
they're bringing them
remember-
back. They're bringing them back just in time for December to Dismember.
Oh dear God!
Rob, get out.
Oh, shooky.
I remember a post on Twitter that said that the memory of ECW has gone longer than ECW itself.
Yep.
Every 4 years they try to revive ECW for a bit. Like in 2006 there was a ECW and WWE, and then in 2010 we had ECW and TNA.
Right.
Now-ish we have ECW and WWE again, except everyone's bald,
Fat.
except Rhino, who just looks the same.
Rhino looks almost better than he used to.
That's
Rhino is
possible.
jacked.
Yeah, I think Ronald looks better than he did in TNA at least.
Everyone
yeah,
looks
but-
better than they did in TNA. Tommy Dreamer
That's
looks
not
like
even-
Tommy Dreamer looks like he cares a bit.
Yeah.
So,
So, this match is kind of just there, and
yeah.
So
I'm sad they couldn't get Sabu, but he's probably in a complete pile right now.
seriously, if
I
you're
doubt
so,
he would pass the medical clearance.
if you're so low,
I'm
if
pretty
the-
sure that he's buried under some chairs right now.
Probably.
Oh, for a second I thought you were going to a much darker place.
No.
He does crack.
I do sometimes wonder like how the why the Ascensions stay around. I mean, like there's look
Money?
at this.
That's
Well,
literally like the only place you can make wrestling a career.
Well, they're so low on the totem pole they get eliminated during the commercial break of the pre-show match.
Yeah, but they're also making that sweet money.
Also, I'd like to repeat something Roxanne just said. There's a commercial on the pre-show match.
During your Survivor Series match.
During your big
pre-show.
pay-per-view network events. It's commercials
To be fair.
on the network while you're watching it on the network.
No, actually, this was the YouTube pre-show, wasn't it?
The pre-show is them trying to get you to get the network.
Oh.
Well, no,
Then how was I able to watch the pre-show while on the network?
Oh, you
Because
can't?
they
Okay.
also show it on the network.
and anyways, like according to the results, the WWE Network was down.
That's weird because I was watching it on the network.
Well,
Anyways, this match is entirely
pointless.
a waste of these guys' time.
Yeah.
Like, Miz should be doing better things. Stardust should be doing better things. Well, Dallas is kind of just there.
Ascension should be doing better things.
I mean, the Dudleys aren't going to do that many better things unless they. I mean, I've seen pretty much the peak of what Bubba can do, and they're not going to give him a singles run in WWE, so it's not.
Which is a shame.
Titus O'Neil should probably be hanging out with Darren Young right now.
Where is Darren Young, anyways?
I would love to see the Bully Ray gimmick in WWE.
I think they might do it in NXT.
Yeah, my calves!
The,
Do you know who I am?
he should seriously be teaching some of the new talent how to cut promos.
Yeah, he should.
Yeah.
One of my favorite stories that has ever been told is he was talking about how he and Devon got the ECW crowds to like riot and shit, and he said and someone asked him like if he would say that he slept with their girlfriend, and he says, no, I would never tell someone that I slept with their girlfriend. I would tell them that Devon slept with their girlfriend.
This black man slept with your girlfriend. What? Bubba with the racist heat pole.
Yep.
Yep.
Like New Jack and Smoky Mountain.
Yep. So, basically, the heels lose miserably.
Yep.
Yeah. And
The
this-
sole survivors, the Dudley Boys, Titus O'Neil, and Goldust.
Keep in mind, this is gonna be kind of a theme for the night that like someone is going, or at least several times during the night, someone is going to end up looking weak somewhere.
Oh yeah. Which is not always a bad thing, but in this pay-per-view, it's a bad thing. So one of the highlights of the pre-show is Tyler Breeze and Summer Rae in the social media lounge.
Tyler Breeze's gimmick has not yet been damaged by being on the main show. This is good.
Honestly, I think his is one of the few gimmicks that they could probably do right.
Yeah.
It's a pretty basic gimmick, so it's
Yeah.
hard to fuck that up.
Well, wait till they get to Bayley or Sami Zayn. But anyways, where they speak in internet names or like I think Summer actually says "lol" out loud.
I wasn't really paying attention to it, so.
Yeah, so the show itself opens up with Lillian Garcia singing the national anthem as an insult to the ISIS threat to the arena and as an insult to the fans.
Good old Vince McMahon with the massive balls.
No, that I just had to slam Lillian Garcia there just for a moment. I don't think she did a great job, really.
I think she did all right.
She did all right, but I really don't like vocal theatrics on the national anthem. Just sing the damn song.
It's McMahon pretty much daring ISIS at that point. Come on, you pussies! What you gonna do?
They had advanced security, and no one was going to take a bomb in there, so
Yeah.
for this event. And the show itself opens with
You fucking terrorists, I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you the size of my grapefruits.
with its first match, Roman Reigns versus Alberto Del Rio. Now, I would first like to say that this was a smart choice to pair Roman Reigns up against. I obviously don't think this was Alberto's best match. But I feel like if you're gonna pair Roman Reigns up with somebody for his first match of the night, you pick a workhorse like Del Rio.
Yeah.
Although he is probably one of the stiffer guys on the roster, so he's gonna beat the crap out of Roman.
Roman can take it.
He can. He can. I'm just saying.
Roman Reigns can take it and dish it out right back to you.
I know, but it's just a matter of picking one of the tougher opponents to go against at the beginning of the show and later have a match at the end of the show. So big props to Roman there for taking Alberto's Enzuigiris. Because good God, do those sound like death? I've always loved Del Rio's Enzuigiris. I always thought they should be his finisher. Pretty decent match between the two of them. I mean,
yeah, it was a good match.
Yeah. This is where the show is doing all right at this point. Cause
this was a solid, opening match. Nothing was really super exciting, but at the same time, it was consistent. It was, both did their best, and oh shit, hold on.
The finishing sequence to this match was awesome. It really was good.
Oh yeah, that was good. That was
where
good finish.
So it ends with Del Rio hits Del Rio tries to hit the cross arm breaker. Reign, blocks it and rolls him up, but Del Rio kicks out. Then Del Rio tries to turn it into the hold, but out of that Reigns lifts him up. This is the second time he does this for a powerbomb, a lifting powerbomb, because Del Rio had attacked his arm the whole match.
Yeah.
Del Rio kicks out again. Now both stars are just dead. Finally, once they get up, Del Rio catches him in the arm breaker again and locks it up. Reigns powers up and tries to throw Del Rio a ring, but Del Rio hangs on and lands on the floor. And he goes to the top. And he's about to do. He's got him in the tree of old position for the stop, but he misses. Reigns gets out of the way and hits a spear.
That I love the tree of woe stomp. That looks brutal when as all hell.
I like that they have that as a new finisher for him, and
that's actually a finisher for him.
I think it's his new finisher, pretty much. He's won matches with it.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's when he first came back. Everyone was like, that's an unusual match to move to end the match with. And I was like, okay, we're cool. And then he started to win every match with it now. So yeah, I actually looked it up. It's an official finisher for him.
Alberto is one of those guys who does every move so crisp and so it looks so devastating that so many of his moves could be finishers.
Yeah, There is one thing that was missing from this match that I would have liked to see: the jumping enziguri. I fucking love that.
I think he did do an enziguri, but he didn't do his full like run up and just kick you really hard in the face. Like every time I've seen him do that enziguri, I swear it's like the guy has been shot in the head.
Yeah, well, it is, especially the fucking sound of it, like sounds like just the loudest slap you've ever heard. Just like this, like somebody cracked a whip.
Probably slaps the shit out of his thigh.
Yeah.
So Reigns advances to the finals, and after the match, we get the most weird, somewhat. Wait, hold on. Is this the one where it's kind of homoerotic, or is that? No, that's after Dean Ambrose match. Never mind. Dean Ambrose appears during a Roman Reigns interview and says he's going to the main event after he beats Kevin Owens. And then Owens interrupts and says Reigns has been close to the WWE World Heavyweight title before, and tonight Reigns will come close again, but Owens will stop him. He calls it the Kevin Owens show and walks away.
I only want that to be a sitcom.
Kevin Owens show ends with a powerbomb every episode.
Don't be friends with the sun or I'll stab you.
No, just like, son, go to your room. No. Son eats a powerbomb. Now you're going to bed.
They have an episode.
Tell me a bedtime story, Dad. Okay, once upon a time, power bombs him onto the bed.
Once upon a time, John Cena lost.
Once upon a time, I killed John Cena. The end.
One episode, John Cena actually shows up to their house and the kid's like freaking the hell out, and then it's Owen just power bombs him.
On to his son. You love John Cena? Yeah, I'll bring him up close to you.
So, Reigns has one good line, well, sort of good lines, and he says that's what Owens does, runs his mouth. It was a good line before he kind of botched it. Reigns is just really out of breath, and he's like, that's what Owens does. Runs his mouth. And it's just like weird pause in the sentence. So next we get...
That's what you do, Owens.
Run.
And I run your mouth, and I run out of breath.
Oh, God. Passes out.
So next we get an awesome match. Kevin Owens versus Dean Ambrose.
I wish my network was working when this match was on, because, yeah, from what I've heard, this is an awesome match.
Again, there was issues for the network throughout this entire evening, folks.
This was the only time where I remember there being real issues.
Yeah, there was some lag during it. Like, this is just an awesome kind of brawl between the two of them. Because neither of these guys really wrestles a technical style. They both just do... Owens is a power brawler plus does a few high-flying moves, and Dean is very much a brawler in the style of who's emulating like guys like Piper. And it's interesting. It's been so long that I have to rely on the results to actually remember what happened, though.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't actually why for some reason I was actually it wasn't the Reigns Del Rio match finishing sequence that was awesome. It was good finish, but the finish sequence to this match was the awesome. I remembered it wrong. I couldn't remember which had the awesome finishing sequence. It was this match.
Oh yeah, where first of all, can we talk about Owen's super kicks for a moment? How they sort of come out of nowhere and just look kind of, well, it depends on who's selling it, but when Ambrose sells it, it looks like death.
Well, because Ambrose knows how to fucking sell.
It's just like, well, during the finishing sequence of this match, Owens hits 2 super kicks. One brings Ambrose down to his knees, and the next one just sort of topples him over.
Oh yeah, like where he kicks him once and he just like crumples down and then he kicks him again. Oh, you're not down yet? Fuck you.
But the counter of the pop-up powerbomb into the Dirty Deeds did make me go, wait, what? The end of this match did come as a surprise to me.
Yep.
I did not see the end coming. Usually with WWE matches in general, you can see the finish coming from like a mile away. They have a long sequence. But here it was just like, all right, pop-up powerbomb time. Oh, nope, Dirty Deeds. The end.
Yep.
And Ambrose advances to the main event against Reigns in what has immense storyline potential. Later on we'll see how WWE lets us down.
Okay.
Yeah, let's marinate with that.
Let's point out the fact that like the really quickly that the 2 finalists predicted from a mile away. Everyone expected it to be Reigns and Ambrose, and of course they did exactly what everyone thought they would do. In a way, I'm not complaining that Ambrose and Reigns in a match together for a title.
Here's the thing. Like, a lot of people were like predicting what they want to happen, and were predicting like a way they could do it, or like a way they could go. But I decided the most boring option would be if nothing happened and Sheamus just cashed in, and I was right.
Well, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that. We'll get to all that.
But
Okay.
Oh, also we forgot to mention that Ambrose's shirt exploded.
Oh, yeah.
What? What
He
happened?
destroyed the shit out of that shirt.
Yeah, his shirt was destroyed.
I don't remember that.
You don't?
No.
He just tore the shit out of his shirt at the end of the match.
Yeah. So he's doing. Do we get the interview yet? I don't think we do.
No.
No.
We get our next Survivor Series match. Which is the faces of Ryback, the Lucha Dragons, and the Usos versus the New Day and
Sheamus and King Barrett.
Okay, let's talk about this segment real quick where New Day comes out for a moment.
Oh my god.
First of all, let's talk about the positives of this. Barrett oddly seems like he fits in. Somehow.
I got jiggy with it.
No, that's Sheamus.
That was Sheamus.
No, Barrett oddly seems like Owen Hart in the Nation of Domination. He seemed like the weird guy that fits in with this group.
Yeah, he does kind of actually.
I'm White Barrett, and I love the New Day.
You have the New Day, which are kind of goofy, and now you have King Bear, and then you have the King Bear, which is kind of a goofy gimmick to begin with.
No, but the way he walks out with them, he does his regular coat entrance, by the way, which is either cool or terrible the way you look at it. And the way he walks with him and the expressions on his face, he just looks like he belongs. So they come out and the New Day asks everybody to quiet down, and Xavier Woods talks about how this is his city and important things are happening tonight, like Xavier Woods' new hairstyle, where he kind of
He was wearing a pompadour, pretty much.
yeah.
Which, of course, doesn't last
Johnny-
long in the match.
Johnny be good.
Speaking of Woods' hairstyle, his hairstyle during the course of this match ends up going Ziggler.
Oh yeah. They, pretty much, this promo is just another reason to love the New Day because they have such energy and such amazing jokes to that.
Yeah, they were taking shots at Atlanta, the local sports teams. I mean, standard stuff, but it's the way they do it. They doesn't do such a good job of delivering it. And
no!
Oh yeah, and it makes me it feels like they're letting the New Day write their material to a degree.
Or they just wing it. They also talk about Ryback not being able to grow hair. But the notable thing about this is when they come down the ramp and they start talking about how they're gonna dance all over them or do whatever, and then Sheamus takes the microphone and says, "Yes,
we're gonna go jiggy on those posers.
we're gonna get jiggy on these posers." And
Edge, I love Sheamus.
This was okay. First of all, that joke made me love Sheamus in this context, in this goofy context of him teaming up with the New Day and being the brunt of the joke. That was funny. We'll get to how this affects things later on in the night later.
The best part was when just everyone looked at him like, what the fuck?
Yeah, even Wade Barrett was like, what?
You know, it makes me actually want to see Sheamus do a goofy character.
He has done Goofy before. Not talking about the awful King Sheamus character, but in his first face turn when he turned against Mark Henry, he did funny storytelling bits where he would talk about.
I remember that. I missed, but then they kind of ruined that, didn't? If I remember correctly.
He would talk about like the man with the horseshoe up his ass and other weird Irish folktales, and how he was going to beat Mark Henry, and then Mark Henry killed him.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that was kind of necessary for Mark Henry's run, but the problem is they didn't do anything really with Sheamus for. Wait, did they? I can't remember if that was.
Not really.
No, not that I recall. Well, he was the last person on their team at the end of this match, but.
Well, I was talking about during that current 2011 run, but or 2010.
Whoa, now.
Anyways, so they actually did a somewhat smart thing in this match, but not really. This match goes that one of the New Day gets eliminated. Who is it? Is it Kofi?
Let's see.
No, Big E gets eliminated. Barrett is eliminated first, and then it's down to the New Day and Sheamus, and they're fighting really hard, and Sheamus is kicking ass, and New Day are doing well. Big E gets eliminated by Ryback. By the Usos. I'm sorry, they did a whole bunch of offense on Big E.
Did we talk about the booty dance that they did with Wade Barrett joining in?
Oh yes, that's another reason why Barrett fits in with the New Day.
It was just like, I'm sorry, Biggie was doing his usual pelvic swivel. Kofi was shaking his booty, and then Barrett joins in and just starts thrusting.
Yes.
It was.
You know you want the Barrett barrage.
Are they doing it at the announce table? I forget.
They're doing it in front of the announce table. Yeah, the announce table got to see a lot of that.
And this is over you, Michael Cole.
Sometimes I wonder if they're just trying to get on Cole's nerves.
Suck it, JPL.
So does Wade Barrett call his
I
penis
really
the
do
Barrett
think
barrage?
they are, because especially considering that interview they had where they just circled around Cole the whole time, and Cole just looks, is like,
Miserable. So
go away, New Day.
So Big E gets eliminated, and then Kofi and Xavier say he's injured, and they pitch a fit because Big E has to leave. So they all leave with him.
Oh yeah.
And help him to the back for medical attention, unquote, leaving Sheamus by himself. So here's the thing. The ending of this match does make Sheamus look strong because he's fighting 3-on-1 by himself.
Yep.
But
Which is weird because he's the heel.
yes, that's a problem.
And
The
he
thing
loses.
is that the thing is that he's so not liked at this point in time that the fans aren't rooting for him.
Yep.
But it is a weird thing to do to him. Now, keep in mind that Sheamus just lost the joke match of the show. Albeit he lost 3-on-1, he still lost the joke match of the show. We're going to come back to this later. Next we get the video package for Paige versus Charlotte, oddly missing the comments Paige made about Charlotte's brother.
I was actually thinking, wow, they're actually they actually decided to be smart and not include that part.
I mean, it is what turned it into a blood feud, but they won't ever bring it up again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really dark territory, and couldn't they possibly get sued?
Here's
No.
not really.
No.
But here's the problem with this match. It's a good match, by the way. I really like it.
I don't think it was good. It started off okay. It was just that it started to drag.
I disagree, but I think the brawling.
I think it did kind of drag to the point where we did start to see a brow mark on the mat.
But I'm not going to ask what that means, but
what he means is the fact that this match started off all right, but then it went to the outside, and they spent so much time outside. But yeah, it's like
it's a blood feud. It's a blood feud now. You can't undo that. Honestly, this match should have started.
It didn't work though.
I
never felt like it. Just kind of felt like dragging out the match's time.
Yeah, they were.
I'm going to disagree with you on
They were
this
just
one.
kind of doing just like basic brawling stuff out on the outside of the ring, and not really much happening.
I'm going to disagree with you there. I thought the brawling was actually pretty good for this match. It certainly improved the flavor of the match than kind of standard stuff that was going on in the ring.
It just felt like this. There was no flow to this match.
Yeah.
They had a match on the following Raw, and that actually was I felt a lot better. That it actually flowed more naturally.
Well, here's the. Well, the spear to the floor I thought was awesome, but although Charlotte's spears are weird and kind of not right in general.
In what way?
She pivots during the spear.
I never really noticed that.
Yeah, she pivots during the
Plus, she
spear.
did the edge thing where like she spears you with your arm.
Yeah, she. Here's the thing about Edge's spears. His spears weren't considered the best either, and he weighed a lot more than Charlotte. Hello, Roxanne's cat. Would you care to include your opinion of this Divas match? I agree.
Perfect.
Your cat likes Paige.
Perfect. This is Meow House.
I agree, I agree, Roxanne's cat. The end of this match was really weird booking decision. Got anything else to add?
What?
No? Okay then. Charlotte brings her back in and applies the figure 4, bridges it into the figure 8, and Paige taps out. I'd like to point out that this is the first match in a extensive feud, and the face wins clean. The face champion wins clean.
Yep.
Well, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's that's the end of that story.
But then,
I can see what you mean. I think. Yeah, if they want to make this a feud, they should have had like maybe Paige gets herself disqualified and loses, and then Charlotte's not satisfied with that. Like you could have found a way to make Charlotte keep the title on her, because I mean she just won it after all. Let's let her have a run with it.
Yeah, but I'm having a clean victory over your heel challenger in this kind of feud for the first match does not work. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense why Paige would get another match.
Yeah, you have a good point.
Like, why should she get another match? No, I beat you. Clean. Go away. Back of the line.
Yeah, and this is also taken to account of that that there's a double turn on a Raw.
On Raw, we're talking about Survivor Series, but
well, yeah, the following, I think on the following Raw or SmackDown, she has a match with Becky, and then Charlotte wins the match by cheating, and then the next Raw, this last week's Raw, they have her come out to a Miz TV segment where she acts completely heel, and now Paige is somehow the face.
That's the
WWE.
That's the Vince Russo division for you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Consistent booking. What's that?
Seriously.
I mean, Charlotte does.
Hey, creative team, can you make up your minds about what their alignments are? Just stick to one for a while for a change.
Charlotte does make a better heel than a face from what I've seen of her so far, but she hasn't had a really good face run.
Yeah.
I mean, she got pitted against the Bellas forever, and then she had 1 month with Paige. So there you go. Oh, here's the really weird interview. We go backstage where JoJo is interviewing Dean Ambrose, and he and Roman have a really weird, somewhat homoerotic promo which seems like it was written by a slash ficker, but not really. How you doing, Phoenix? Hi, Roxanne's cat. Do you pair Ambrose and Roman? I guess not. This is weird. Did anyone else get weird vibes from this?
Not anything I'm not used to with these two.
I don't know about Tyler Breeze and Dolph Ziggler, but I learned peanut butter glows in the dark.
Oh.
What?
It
Oh, I
does.
thought we were still talking about the interview.
I don't remember this promo. So, I mean, like, how was it homoerotic exactly? What did
Well, they're doing the "I love you, brother" thing, which is okay. We get that, but they have a weird. It's hard to explain without a proper transcript of the promo, but Roman does say, normally I would give you a hug and some love, but it's not about that tonight. It's about
why
gold
is he face
and-
Mark Henry?
I don't know why they're face Mark Henry. Hey guys, that's cool.
I got my Superman punch.
It's time it's been a while since we've asked that question. Why is he face Mark Henry?
Am I suffering succotash?
And my bag of magic beans.
It might have to do entirely with Ambrose not wearing a shirt and them hugging while Ambrose is not wearing a shirt, but I don't know.
By the way, Graves.
This is nothing surprising for me.
By the way, Graves repeating the comment after this match is over about how Ambrose said he would replace Michael Cole with a fish tank if he won the title.
No, he's the one actually somewhat tolerable member of the announced team.
Andre
Yeah,
the Giant never had to say he was a
if there's anybody
giant.
going to replace Dean, please replace Byron Saxton.
Or
Jerry
JBL.
Lawler.
Nah, JBL's like the most intolerable of them all.
Honestly, right now, Byron is annoying the shit out of me.
He is Vince's mouthpiece. But, we go to Tyler Breeze versus Dolph Ziggler.
Good match.
Why are they feuding again?
Because
They're two similar personalities that...
apparently it's
I
because
don't
Summer
know.
Rae found a new squeeze.
I know, but
And apparently Tyler Breeze is some sort of lazy millennial. I don't get it either. All I know
yeah.
is this match is okay.
Well, they're basically feuding because Tyler Breeze started coming out and attacking Ziggler. That's really it.
Yeah.
That he would come out numerous times to attack Dolph.
I remember him sitting ringside for the matches. I didn't remember the attacks.
I wonder. Immediately,
That was the
first thing I
previous
thought
week
of.
to this match, leading up to this match. He had not only had he sat at the announcer's table, he'd sometimes before it not. I think it started with him not sitting outside, but actually jumping Dolph and attacking him.
You know what's the weirdest thing I remembered in relation to this match is I thought of the part of AI artificial intelligence when the real son turns out to be alive, and he's just really petty towards the robot son that was made to replace him. And that's this match.
Are you saying that Tyler Breeze is a robot made to replace Dolph Ziggler?
I believe so. Yes.
I am you when you were good. And didn't look like you got kicked out of Motley Crue.
Yeah, seriously. Dolph Ziggler looked like he raided Shawn Michaels' wardrobe.
When is he
No, Max. He raided Bon Jovi's wardrobe
I'm wondering
from
when Dolph Ziggler's
the
gonna get the
early
part.
days of Bon Jovi.
I'm just wondering when Dolph Ziggler's going to get a part in the.
He's gonna join Steel Panther.
He's gonna get a part in the Lost Boys remake, because you know there's going to be a Lost Boys remake at some point.
I don't understand why he's going with that look.
You have to admit, it makes him stand out.
He wouldn't stand out much in the 80s, but...
Mega Fighter, how rude of you. You interrupted Rocktan's cat.
Well, Rocktan's cat interrupted me. Fuck him.
So, good match. And Tyler Breeze introduces his new finisher. He's got the Unprettier.
Well, now that Christian's not wrestling, might as well just use it.
Yeah.
Although that would be an awesome feud if just Christian came back for like one match and like, what the fuck are you doing with my move?
The move and the name fits his gimmick to a T.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They celebrate by doing selfies.
Yeah.
Of course.
Summer Rae's a great addition to what was already a great.
Although,
gimmick.
if I remember correctly, maybe it didn't happen here. There was one time where the selfie cam froze. I remember that.
So next we get the build up to the match I was looking most forward to. Brothers of Destruction versus the Wyatt family.
You know what was my favorite part of the build to the Brothers of Destruction versus the Wyatt family, Rob?
What?
When Kane and Undertaker beat all four of them a week before they had a tag team match.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Which, when they do that on Raw, that means that the Wyatts have to get their win back, right?
Nope.
No.
Right?
Nope.
Please tell me. Yes?
No. Also, they don't get time.
So this, we start... Well, let's
Someone
talk about...
compared the Wyatt to the Hart Foundation.
So, first of all, Undertaker gets an awesome entrance.
Oh yeah, they had this giant hologram in the.
And they had to haul up a fucking coffin.
It was a giant coffin with with projected images of Undertaker through the years.
With montages of Undertaker in each WWE game he was in.
Yep.
Those were the pics they used.
Pretty much, yeah. They didn't show like all of his changes. Like I thought they only had like.
If they did every single Undertaker gimmick, so it's just like they just occasionally switched to Mean Mark Kellen.
No, I wasn't thinking that. I was just like, there was like, I think they might have skipped Ministry Taker.
No, he had him in there.
Like I said, it was just every WWE Taker they had.
Punisher, Dice Morgan.
No, they skipped the return to the Dead Man, because they cut away from it or whatever, and they cut back, and when it came back around, it didn't go to the WrestleMania 20 Undertaker,
Texas Red,
where he came back with the black hat.
Yeah.
Master of Pain.
Also an awesome entrance, WrestleMania 20. But
my favorite still, like I think it was like shit. Which one was that? WrestleMania 29, 28. The one
You know
with the hands.
what would have been a cool throwback to an old school is do
In old school.
a throwback to the old school Brothers of Destruction is to do their old combination theme that they used to have, where it would start with Kane's theme and then transition into Taker's. I thought that was cool.
So
And then it'll switch to Roland.
No, not that one. Not that one. God, no.
So this match, well, first of all, Eric Rowan tries to bum rush the Brothers of Destruction, and that didn't work out well for him. He Leroy Jenkins did. And and then he gets chokeslammed so hard he never reappears through the entire show.
Yep, he's gone.
Which leaves the
At least
choice.
he has chicken.
Which leaves the choice for Bray Wyatt for his team between himself, Luke Harper, and Braun Strowman. And he chooses himself and Luke Harper.
Which I was really happy with that choice because
Luke Harper's the best.
They picked
They picked the good one.
the two best wrestlers of all four of them.
Bray Wyatt did not pick Bra Man.
Oh yeah, Bray Wyatt and Braun Man.
So, this is a fun match. They repeat some spots from Taker versus Wyatt at the WrestleMania match, but like the spider crawl into the sit-up. But overall, I have to say that my enjoyment of this match is severely hindered by its ending.
Well, the problem was it was really one-sided, honestly,
It was pretty one-sided.
and it was it was over before anyone expected it to be.
Yeah, it was over in like 10 minutes. It was a pretty fast match.
My biggest problem is, okay, they do this whole supernatural build-up with Taker and Wyatt. They do nothing with that for the match. They have Wyatt lose, and lose definitively.
Yeah.
To two old guys, one of which is not going to be on the show the next day.
Yep.
And Bray Wyatt's group goes back to the bottom.
Hey, Wyatt is a big follower of Cena's Never Give Up. He'll
Why?
get that win. He'll get that win. He's so
It's
persistent. He doesn't give up.
It's just Bray has the potential to be the next Taker. Really.
Yeah, he does.
And he
It's
already
just-
has a loss on his WrestleMania win record.
It's just
Well, he has I think it mean Rob. is really
what I
gonna
meant by that is that he has the chance to be the next gimmick that lasts through the ages. This dominant supernatural figure, and he just loses all the time. He loses when it matters.
He loses when he doesn't need to.
Yep. It's sad.
And no one gives a shit about you if you lose all the time. That's why no one cared about Sheamus.
All right. So
Am I muted?
yeah,
Yeah.
You were a bit, but it's kind of in and out.
I've muted
weird.
myself for a moment.
Oh, Rob was muted. Okay.
This whole thing with their big heels losing is a trend, and why they can't find someone to replace Seth Rollins.
Yep.
If they could just I don't care if it's Taker's 25th anniversary. He can lose. He can take the loss.
Yeah, he doesn't need the win here.
He has one of the
And
most.
it would transition into a great story if they end up having him have his last match at the next WrestleMania. It's like, well, I lost to this guy. I need to really, and I don't. Maybe I can't do this anymore, but I need to have one last match. Maybe it's time for me to go, but I gotta have one last match and go out with a bang. You could do that storyline.
And there is wide speculation because WrestleMania is in Dallas that it will be Taker's last one. Um,
And honestly, I think as much as I've said it in the past, and I think it was mostly because I didn't want this to be his opponent during the streak. But now that the streak is over, honestly, this is the best chance for him to wrestle Cena. Cena should be his opponent.
Why is that?
There's
It just fit. I just think it fits the best for him
that is.
as his last opponent.
Have they ever wrestled before?
I'll look it up.
Yes.
I don't think at a WrestleMania.
They wrestled back when Taker was during the biker gimmick, and Cena was still Thuganomics.
Rookie Cena.
Rookie Cena.
Not his power jorts.
I remember.
Honestly,
I remember something about the promo that like Cena, the rap promo Cena did. It was like he was gonna piss on Undertaker's corpse or something like that. I don't remember.
I'm gonna piss on your corpse.
It was something like that. It was something like that.
Cena versus.
It's on his grave. Yeah.
Cena versus Taker is rumored to be at WrestleMania. Who knows if that's going to be the match? But
Cena
that is the rumor.
Taker versus who?
Cena.
Oh yeah.
You know what I want if Cena versus Taker is a thing?
What?
They switch entrances.
Ooh.
And like the funeral dirge is doing the John Cena theme. And like and then like Taker's is a very like rap version of the
Hey, I've seen Taker's Titantron set to gangster rap, and it is awesome.
And he just comes out to gangster rap. Yo, did the Undertaker coming down to the ring? He's gonna eat your face. He's a cannibal.
Gonna eat your face? What?
He's a cannibal.
That just said animal.
No, he said cannibal. So, the match... We've come to the end of the show. World Heavyweight Title Tournament Finals. Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose.
Versus Dan Ambrose.
Now, let's take a moment and acknowledge what this match could have been.
Actually, before we do that, I want to mention the fact that the lead up to this match, we had some good matches, but as we mentioned before, the people they put in this tournament made it so plain, obvious as day.
Hey, I was going for Titus O'Neil, Roxanne.
I was rooting for Kalisto.
As to who
Talking about.
was going to be in the finals and who was going to win.
Well, actually, they could have done Owens versus
Kalisto.
Owens versus Titus O'Neil.
Owens versus. They could have done Owens
I
versus
just wanted to
Reigns.
mention that before we get into this match.
Well, anyways, however obvious or whatever the brackets are, Ambrose versus Reigns, two members of the Shield who have stayed friends for the entire run, had immense potential for storytelling.
Ambrose could finally stop being the most over mid-carder ever. Reigns could have an actual reaction.
And there's so many ways you could do this. You could do an Ambrose heel turn. You could do a Reigns heel turn. That's usually how you do a face versus face match, is you have a heel turn.
3 years since their debut. They're the only members of the Shield who've never held that title.
And honestly, you didn't necessarily need either of them to turn. As long, I'm not as disappointed with the fact they didn't turn heel. It's the match itself.
Well, let me explain to you why one of them should have turned heel. Because
Rollins is gone.
they are sorely lacking a main event heel.
And whenever a wrestler comes back from injury, they default to face because it's just kind of usual. It's like, hey, welcome back.
Yeah, the fans will naturally cheer you for most part, unless you're Batista.
Unless you're Sheamus.
Well, Batista
No, everyone just thought
back from
Sheamus looked
injury.
stupid when he came back.
Or
Even-
Sheamus, who beat the shit out of all the faces.
Yeah, well, that was a natural heel turn.
Batista has even
Sheamus came back, then turned heel. He didn't come back as a heel.
Yeah, Batista
Like-
hasn't even gone on record saying that he told them that it would be stupid for him to come back as a face, and they ignored him.
His skinny jeans didn't help him.
He's such a douche.
He did look like such a
He
douche.
said, "I do better as a heel." That's how they're gonna. Well,
All right, so the thing is, either one of these guys could have made a main event heel. I
see your point now.
I knew they weren't going to turn Reigns because they're devoted to Reigns as a heel. But Reigns as a face, excuse me. But
They're devoted to
is,
Roman Reigns as heel.
if Roman Reigns
Here's
in
the thing.
order for fans to cheer Reigns, he has to have an opponent that the fans hate in a way that doesn't make them turn off the TV.
And here's the thing. Dean Ambrose had all the motivation to, since how many times has he gotten a title match opportunity and completely blew it?
Or gotten screwed over.
Yeah.
Or gotten screwed over? Or just fucked up because he was supposed to be a good guy?
I mean, I could have easily seen that coming where Ambrose, pulls...
And Triple H was walking around being like, you want to be my man? I need someone to be my man. And then just
You know
Ambrose was
what?
like, I'm
You
the
know-
man!
You know what would have been brilliant? You know how WWE likes to relive old moments, like they've tried to redo the Survivor Series 97 screwjob over and over again? What if they did this? What if they did WrestleMania 17 with Dean Ambrose?
What
I can
happened
see
in what happened in WrestleMania 17?
That was when Austin
This-
turned heel.
The Austin heel turn, which didn't quite work, but that's because it was Austin.
Well, the turn but the turn itself, when it happened, worked as a shocker.
Yeah, like Triple H comes out. Imagine Triple H comes out mid-match, turns it into a no DQ match, and then gives Dean Ambrose a chair.
Yeah. Oh, and you know what else? You know what they could do? They could not only could they do WrestleMania 17, they could redo Rollins selling out and have him do the exact same spot that Rollins did to Reigns. So now Reigns has got it done to him twice. The same exact thing.
Roman Reigns would be the
Hit in the
unluckiest
back.
man in the world.
Hitting the back with a chair.
He already is the unluckiest man in the world.
Like,
We'll reach that when we get
Always
to the end of this.
getting either betrayed by his friends or cashed in on when he goes for the world title.
But so as it is, I didn't like this match. It felt rushed. It felt like finisher spam.
9 minutes.
fucking minutes long.
World title match. 9 minutes.
But it's pretty much a giveaway that some shenanigans is going to happen after the match.
And you have two talented, regardless of what people think of Reigns, he does have talent, and it's against Dean Ambrose. You know these guys could pull off a knockdown, drag out battle, and there's no excuse for them not to. Oh, people say, oh, they had matches earlier. Well, they had matches earlier, but they had time to rest. There's no reason that they wouldn't be able to do this.
I mean, there's one
Have
thing
a longer
selling
match.
being tired from earlier, and there's another that this match was just not good. Like, I expected so much from this match, and it failed to deliver.
I think everyone did. I think a lot of fans were expecting something like a special, at least, even though this was, everyone kind of saw that this was going to be the match, the match to determine who wins the title. They expected a decent length of match, and a good
Decent
match.
length of match.
It had. Here's the thing, like, at least what turns out to be midway through the match, which I thought was still just the beginning. They're both going for their finishers repeatedly, and it just feels like, okay, I'm gonna spam my finisher, now my finisher, now my finisher, now my finisher. And it's just like, it just didn't feel right. It's like, yeah, you want to end the match, but
I actually
Jesus.
have a hard time remembering this match because I was watching it, but it went by so fast that like if you walked out of the room, had to walk out of the room for a bit, all of a sudden you see them. You would walk in and go, "What the fuck is going on?" You start to notice something is wrong, and you start to go, "Is this match ending already? What the fuck?"
It's not good.
It's like you could walk out for a few minutes and suddenly come back in and going, are they going home? They're going home.
So, Ambrose versus Reigns, by the way, the most hyped up match of this pay-per-view other than the Wyatt's Taker match, gets
And both
9
of-
minutes.
And
And
pretty much, they were both disappointing!
This is an absolute slap in the face to the fans. I'm sorry, it really is. You just shitting on the fans who wanted to see a decent match between these two. Complete waste of the talented wrestlers involved.
okay, so what do we get from Roman Reigns' victory here? By the way, Roman Reigns wins. Big surprise. Roman, we get...
I gotta say, what's pissing me off about this is the narrative of this whole thing. Because what it feels like to me is they are so fucking desperate to get this Roman Reigns over that they're intentionally making all their other wrestlers look like shit for it. Anytime they get pushed, they have to lose like a bitch, or just have Roman Reigns come and save their ass. Like,
Here's the thing that is awful about this. They fail to realize that for...
the thing about being a face is you don't win all the time.
Yeah. Here's the thing. The thing that got guys like Rock and Stone Cold and Mick Foley massively over was,
They were heels.
well, there was that. Well,
Yeah,
there was that. There's also the fact that they had to overcome immense stuff. Like, if you go back and watch the Triple H McFoley rivalry,
oh my god, that was such a great rivalry. That was such a good rivalry.
Triple H put Foley through so much crap.
He-
And when Foley finally said, you know what, I've had enough, here's Cactus Jack.
Yes. That was one of the greatest moments.
Fuck it
ever.
up, Cactus Jack now.
And
different
Mick has actually gone on record to say he wasn't sure how Triple H would sell the reaction to him coming back, and Triple H sold it perfectly. He just his jaw just went
Yeah. That is still one of my favorite things. Is like when Cactus Jack appears on screen. Like before that, Triple H was just complaining to the ref constantly, going, "What is this shit?"
And then all of a sudden Triple H has like, "Oh shit!"
Oh,
It's like,
I thought. Are we
it's just
talking about
like-
his debut, or?
We're talking about the Cactus Jack debut.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the time in like 2002ish when Mick Foley turned into Cactus Jack.
Yeah, that's what we're talking
That's
about.
what we're talking about.
Oh, where it's just like he took off his shirt and was wearing a Cactus Jack shirt, and Triple H just was like, "Holy fucking shit!"
Yeah,
Oh.
and this
Oh, I
was
think that was a
after this
different
was
time.
after Triple H beat the shit out of him to the point
This was the Royal Rumble, wasn't it?
where he had blood
Yeah,
all
like
over him, and
2001, 2002 Rumble.
he came out, and when he came out, he still had the blood on his outfit from the night before, which was a great touch.
There are ways to get your babyface over. Having everybody else be shit is not one of them.
Pretty
Nope.
much.
You know what it You know what it really feels like is people are saying like, yeah, they're really trying to do the Daniel Bryan way of getting him over, but the problem is that happened because the people wanted it over and WWE didn't want that to happen, so it almost happened by accident in some way.
It also helps that Orton is a great heel.
Yeah, in some ways, I
And
mean,
Triple
it
H
happened
is a great
naturally
heel.
and by accident at the same time. It's kind of weird the way it worked.
Yeah,
I mean, he was already over, but the way they
What
fucked him
happened
over
is
just made
that-
him go more over.
What happened is they knew the crowd was going to be mad about it, but they didn't estimate how mad.
Yeah,
Here's the thing: the SummerSlam match where Orton cashes in, brilliant move.
yes, we said this during the review.
When
Dude, the build of WrestleMania 30 was really good.
somewhat, yeah, but when you look back, it is because everybody was really nervous at the time. Like they're not going to give D-Bry this. They're not going to give.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, the build up to WrestleMania 30 wasn't that. It wasn't as good as it could have been because it was a case of them. They kind of panicked based on the reaction that
Plus, Punk leaving didn't help.
that Daniel Bryan got and the Royal Rumble and everything, that they had to backtrack and go, well, shit. I
Like,
guess
Daniel Bryan said
now we
outright in
have
his
to.
book.
I guess now we have to put Bryan in the match.
But yeah,
They corrected course, and there wasn't that much problem after that.
yeah. After WrestleMania 30 is one of my favorite WrestleManias.
That was a good road to
That was
WrestleMania,
a
and it made
good
WrestleMania
WrestleMania.
even better.
But
Yeah.
here's the thing. Here's the thing about it is it's a case of they had to panic and throw that together because the fans backlash so hard. It feels like they're trying to prevent that from happening again by doing what they're doing now with the fact that they're cutting the legs off of everyone else to make Roman look strong. So we can't invest in anyone else but Roman.
I've heard Roman compared to The Rock a lot, and it's not just because they're related. The thing is,
That's
Rock-
what they're banking on, you know.
Here's the thing. Rock's path was very similar. He got shoved down people's throats from the beginning. And people started chanting, "Die, Rocky, die" at him.
Yes.
You know what happened?
They turned him heel.
They turned him heel. And they put him in a group of guys that helped him out. a few of those guys were more experienced than him, like Farouk, and it helped get him over. And then once he was ready, he took over the group, and then the group was eventually disbanded. But
And then he started doing his. And
I
that's
hate
when
to
he
throw
started
this
doing
off
his
topic.
catchphrases.
yes,
But guess who Roman Reigns beat on SmackDown? He beat Sheamus.
Oh my god!
He pinned Sheamus.
Oh my god!
It was a tag team match, but he pinned Sheamus. God
Well,
damn.
following up with their
Sarah,
usual
I-
terrible
I
runs
norm-
up to the
let me-
pay-per-view.
Let me just interrupt and say this. Like I normally don't use this word because the word bothers me because I've had bad experiences with it as a child.
Should have watched SmackDown.
But seriously, are the creative team full of just drooling retards at this point?
No, I think it's something worse than retards, Roxanne. We have a writing team full of kiss asses.
Yeah. Well,
Dewey
to
Foley's
be-
apparently going to be a part of the creative team soon.
in January.
Yeah.
So in time for the Rumble and in time for him to be kicked out within a month.
It just
Yeah. He'll quit.
it just feels like they don't know what they're doing. Like
Although
just
Dewey's job will apparently be, his initial job will apparently be taking stuff from creative to talent. So, good luck with that, Dewey. But we haven't reached the ultimate kick in the face for this.
oh
We
yeah,
haven't.
a literal kick in the face.
Triple H
Milk is
comes
delicious.
out. Triple H comes out, raises Reigns' arm. He offers a handshake to Reigns. Reigns turns and walks away. And he turns around and hits Triple H with a spear.
I was just trying to go for a handshake, damn it.
Then Reigns turns around, gets hit with a bro kick. Sheamus cashes in Money in the Bank and covers Reigns for a pin at 2. They have a quick match and Sheamus wins. Anyways,
Roman Reigns only fights back a little bit. He has to hit 2 bro kicks to put him down, and he wins. And I immediately go, of course I'm pissed off about this, but it's like
I remember how I was acting. I was amused. Just call it.
I don't buy. I was like going, wait a minute. How is Roman Reigns not able to fight back? He only had a 9-minute match, and yeah, he fought earlier, but like, he should still have something left in him to fight him off.
Anyways, here's the. By the way, I had internet problems during this, so I missed everything after Roman won. And I was messaging Ali on Twitter like about what happened, and he just like, yeah, Sheamus won. Oh shit.
Mm.
I'm gonna see if I could find that Twitter exchange. Hold on.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm just going. What happened? My stream is down. It's like, oh, Sheamus is cashing in. And I'm like, oh, really?
Finlock City, baby.
Can you read the tweets back to me, the exact one?
Okay. I will not be watching WWE for a while, methinks. So the official feud is Sheamus versus Roman Reigns. Peace out. There were so many options in WWE to give it Tom Peel once Rollins left. None of those options were taken. I hate everyone equally.
No, I was asking about my specific questions to you.
I'm trying to find them.
You have to. I might be in your notifications. Anyways.
Oh, there we go. I might not be watching WWE for a while, methinks. My stream's cut out, so I can't tell if there's any aftermath. If Team Teal's heel tomorrow, will be worth the shitty match. Sheamus cashed in. Did he win? Yep. Okay, that sucks.
Yeah, that was our exchange, because I was like, well, you know, if Roman's celebrating tonight, maybe Dean will turn heel tomorrow. Nope. Back to the mid card with Dean.
You know who could be the new main event feel? What about the guy who was fighting Taker? Nope, he has to chop to some old people.
Yeah, I believe that was my tweet to you.
Or that other guy who's fighting the main event face.
This is what I described. This is what I've described Dean Ambrose's career as. He's in a Hotel California state of mid-card. They let him leave it for a short period, but then
he can check out anytime he likes, but he can never leave.
Yeah, he checks out for a bit when they let him, but he can't leave.
He is Dolph. He's the new Dolph Ziggler.
Oh god.
He always almost gets like a main event push, loses, and then everyone forgets about it so he can have an IC title feud. And this just happens for about 5 years.
Yeah.
Except with less spaghetti hair.
I remember how much I loved Dolph as a heel. Like when he talked down to AJ in the locker room to the point that he made her feel like complete shit, and then Dolph Ziggler brawled with John Cena in the bathroom and beat the shit out of Cena.
But yeah, Sheamus wins after getting whipped by Ryback and one half of the Usos and the Lucha Dragons.
Yep.
And getting jiggy with it.
And
all the times he's beaten Sheamus before. He's beaten Sheamus many times.
And let's now that Rollins is God, let's just make Sheamus our new guy that we're backing. Let's put him as part of the Authority, I guess.
I mean, I thought corporate Sheamus would be a good idea many, many, many months ago. Now it's
back when he was still.
Yeah, every SmackDown this month consisted of Roman Reigns burying other people, like burying his opponent, because he also beat the League of Nations.
As much as I don't like the corporate Kane gimmick, I would actually like to see a team of corporate Kane and corporate Sheamus, both wearing suits and shit.
No. One's wearing slacks and no shirt, and one is wearing a business suit with no pants.
Which one's which?
Kane's got to be the pantless one.
James has no pants.
James, why are you not wearing pants?
Road kick.
And this
I don't need pants.
Another problem is the reason pretty much everyone is everyone's opinion of this is they're putting Sheamus as on the title because they have to have someone that they obviously will hate for Roman to feud, just so they can get a decent face reaction for Roman. So they had to make someone like that.
Here's the thing. They're honest.
The Authority needs to die. This is the longest time.
But this was their solution to that problem instead of giving Dean Ambrose the heel turn.
This has been the longest time in WWE history that an Authority figure's been in power.
How long was Mr. McMahon in power?
For about a year and a half, 2 years. This has been going on for 3.
Really? I thought Mr. McMahon was around. Wait, 97 to. He was still in power in 2000, wasn't he?
No. I'm talking about on-screen Authority figure presence, not just I run the show, but I'm just kind of over here.
Yeah, I know, but I'm thinking Survivor Series 97 to the buying of WCW.
Pretty much.
And a little further than that, but...
A little further than that.
But yeah, the Authority's been in power for longer than that. Someone actually pointed that out.
it is time for it to pass, probably. But here's the thing. Their thing about Sheamus being the one guy that they would hate more than Roman, there are ways to make a heel that you hate more than...
Easy thing is betrayal.
Yeah, like Seth Rollins, they made you hate him.
Because he fucked over the Shield like a douchebag, and he was a dick.
Yeah, here's how you do an Ambrose heel turn, by the way. You have him betray Roman, which the crowd might pop for, but it'll pass. Here, you have him do that. You have him join forces with Triple H. People will hate that. You then have him go on Raw the next day and beat the... You know what? Bring back the old trope. Bring back JR for one day just to have Dean Ambrose kick the crap out of him.
No. Even better. Have him beat up John Cena's dad.
But it's Roman Reigns!
John Cena's not there, and he's feuding with Roman Reigns.
Have Mick Foley come out and have him beat up Mick Foley.
Mick Foley can't take those bumps. Have him also beat up Randy Orton and Mrs. Dad's for good measure.
Have him beat up The Rock.
The dad killer.
Yeah, that would work. Beat up The Rock, yeah. Definitely.
I want the gimmick of Sheamus beating up everybody's dads.
I beat your dad. I beat your dad.
Even beat my own dad.
No, I was talking about a Dean Ambrose.
We beat my cat's dad.
But no, have him. Where was Raw after the pay-per-view? By the way, can someone?
Don't remember.
I don't know.
I think it was.
I don't know. I stopped watching Raw.
I thought it was Texas or something. I don't know.
Okay, have him.
Maryland. I don't know.
Texas or Maryland.
Baltimore, Texas. That's
a wide range there, Allie.
Shut up. No one cares where they go anyway.
Well, it depends on where he goes for his local heat or who he can get. If he was in Texas, have Shawn Michaels come back and have him kick the crap out of Shawn Michaels.
I respected you.
And that would beat up Shawn Michaels' dad.
Is Shawn Michaels' dad alive?
I don't know, but he'll still do it.
Go beat up Daniel Bryan's dad.
Oh.
Awful.
Isn't that a crime for grave digging? Yeah.
Beat up Daniel Bryan's dog.
He's just taking the corpse for a joyride.
Wait, is Daniel Bryan's dog still alive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Have him put... Is it broccoli, or what was the name of the dog? It was like a vegetable, wasn't it? Name. Vegetable name. It's not a vegetable in the hospital sense. Don't...
Not name your dog Terry Schiavo.
This show has gone terribly off the rails.
Yeah.
Cozy, or wait.
In typical C-show fashion.
Asparagus the Wonder Dog, that's what it was.
Asparagus. Dirty deeds to Asparagus.
DDT the dog. I want him to play up the actually being crazy thing. Because they don't fucking do that.
Yeah, seriously, turn him into Brian Pillman.
I want him, like, I know it's a PG show, but if he threatens Roman with a switchblade, I'd be okay with it. Holy shit.
Dean's got a weapon and he's going into the building. Everybody run.
Yeah. Oh shit.
That might be in horrible taste these days, but
it's okay. It's Dean Ambrose.
It's okay. It's okay. It's Dean Ambrose.
He's not part of ISIS.
It's okay. It's Dean Ambrose. He's being mentored by Triple H, who doesn't know how to properly wield a sledgehammer.
I'll put my hand in front of it. Ah, my hand.
Sledgehammer, that has to be the dumbest thing because the way you wield it has to be a way that won't hurt, like destroy your opponent, but it looks weird. Like seriously, show a non-wrestling fan the way Triple H does sledgehammer strikes and try and explain that to them.
It's like putting a chair behind your head and headbutting them.
I kind of want to go back in time and ask Meng to do that.
This weapon's a damage multiplier.
Headbutt someone against a chair. So, do you guys have anything else?
I don't want to watch wrestling right now.
Yeah, I watched this last week's Raw, and it was just really, really weird. Apart from the New Day, I mean, like the New Day is really about the only good thing that's worth watching in the show consistently.
Hey guys, Lucha Underground is back. I haven't seen any of it yet, but
It's coming back.
I mean, there was a really good match though between Ziggler and Owens on that Raw. Although for some reason the crowd was just dead.
The crowd was dead. That's why.
The crowd literally was dead. Somebody.
I'm afraid this.
In front of so many dead people.
I just waited until after 2 weeks after the pay-per-view and pumped sleeping gas into the and pumped gas in the room. Except they messed up and it was sleeping gas.
WWE programming is literally murder.
Don't watch it; it'll kill you. It'll melt your brain from the inside.
It really feels. My ending thought is that it feels like. It's lately, and we've had bad writing before, but it really feels like it's just the whole. This was kind of the tipping point, and like everything is just kind of collapsing on itself.
No one gives a shit. That's the problem right now.
Yeah.
It's just like everybody saw Sheamus raise the title up, and they were like, "Well, time to go do something else."
Wonder what TNA's doing.
Word is that Triple H is actually trying to work to fix it, but who knows how well that's going to go.
I actually heard from one of his UK NXT calls. He actually said these words: "I control NXT. That's the difference between NXT and Raw."
Huh. How about that?
I am NXT.
I am a 3-letter combination.
I am now changing my name from Triple H to NXT.
NXT.
And the T is for Triple H.
NXT Triple H.
NXT is a mystery.
It's good wrestling and not overbloated booking.
Wait. NXT isn't a mystery.
It has Samoa Joe.
It's full of things that you can see.
On the network for $9.99.
From WWE.
There's a sand thing in here somewhere.
The song is sung by Lemmy.
I have a mole on my face.
Lemmy has the ugliest face imaginable.
How old is Lemmy now?
Like 65 or something.
1,000.
He actually recently,
65,000.
he was in recent trouble, I think, if I remember, like some kind of medical.
He got sick, but he's feeling better.
He's 69 years old.
Damn. Damn.
Fucker, you old.
Guy older than my mom doing fucking like speed metal and shit.
Well, this has been the C Show.
Well, I gotta get up to stop the broadcast. Ugh. Ugh.
I was gonna leave you guys with a final. Anybody got a final word?
Oh God.
This show was sad.
So far away.
I'm gonna go cry.
Ugh. I'm off my bed.
Well, yeah, Lemmy has diabetes and he suffered a hematoma, forcing to
Are we
lose his.
gonna end the show on Lemmy's health problems? Really?
No, we're gonna end the show on the fact that Phil Taylor died.
God damn it!
Even more depressing.
On the chair.
You know, speaking of Motorhead, they're actually doing they're having Ace of I think it was like Ace of Spades as their as the theme song for their UK show.
Sit down.
The big NXT UK
Alright.
show.
Allie,
Spin
end
the
us
chair.
on something uplifting.
NXT is pretty much just Triple H's own personal wrestling show.
There is no God.